What it do, what it do, how y'all feeling? Welcome, this is AshnielzRadio. I am your host, Ashniel. That is I, so we talking to y'all. Yes, now, I just got done doing a stream, but for some reason I think I cannot play these videos because YouTube don't like me. I don't think YouTube like me. Personally, I don't think they do. I think they did say I can't be playing people's shit. So I'm gonna stop doing it. Yes. But I do want to talk about this video because this interview, if you haven't seen this interview with Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan, it is one to watch. It is one to watch. He did discuss a number of things that, as an African American, it's questionable, right? He says shit, very racist, right? So he feels like all black folks, or for the most part, black folks should be arrested, locked up, thrown away in a cage. Why? It'd be better for everyone. At least that's how he feels. And women, he hates them. Yes. I don't get it. I don't know. It's something about women that he said. Hold on. There was some things that he said about women that made me not just me, but everybody was wondering, like, what do you mean? Like, are you gay? You got to be gay. He had to be gay because none of it made sense. He said, because Piers Morgan asked him straight up, do you like women? He said, yes. Are you attracted to women? Right? Of course. But Piers asked him, are you gay? Bro. He paused. And then he said, no, but yes. That's what he said. He said no, but I don't know why he needed the but for some reason Nick Fuentes needed to put the but in, right? And that but was followed by, women are hard to be around. Yes. So, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was scratching my head. I was like, okay, Nikki, what do you mean? What? So I did come to the conclusion, like, okay, well, I'm trying to analyze him as a person. I don't fuck with his content. I know he's a bigot, right? We get it. But where is it coming from? Where is his bigotry coming from? So Piers Morgan asked him, straight up, he said, well, have you ever been laid? And Nick, bro, he said no. Almost like ill. Almost like, don't ask me that. Why would you ask me that? Ew. I swear. But when you look at the comments, right? Of course, you got his defenders. Everybody coming to his little aid, like, oh, he killed Piers Morgan. He murdered him. Okay, but they're saying shit like, that's his faith, right? His religion. His religion, says he has to wait until he's married. Right? That's how they're squaring this circle, right? So I'm trying to sit here and I'm like thinking to myself, nah, bro. I think you just a little evil bitch. I think you're an evil bitch mainly because you're sexually frustrated. I think so. I think Nick Fuentes and all his followers are sexually frustrated. You can see him. Bro, even in the women are like sitting there, right? Just Because this is what he said. He said he got women in his DMs that's trying, to get at him. He gotta blow them off, right? But the women are like sitting there. I don't know if you ever seen these interviews with these red pill guys, right? That's what these groypers are. Like the what's his name? The Myron Gaines and shit. Look at the women. They would sit there and they would listen to the shit they say, right? They hear these niggas call them bitches and sluts and IG fucking OnlyFans models. And these women are probably in their head thinking like, why would I give him some pussy? Like you can tell. It's like a battle between these groypers and women. They're like, oh yeah, they trying to see who can be meaner to each other. Like, fuck you, you a bitch. It's like the craziest shit. And it does seem, that's why Piers Morgan had to raise the question, like, do y'all like women? Do you? I don't know. But it did make sense to me. It did make sense that he said he ain't never had none. So I want to rant. Let me rant for a second. Because they keep kicking me out. I don't know why they keep kicking me out. I can't play their videos. I'll do a video tomorrow. But I do want to rant real quick. Relationships, right? They're not easy, right? But everybody wants them. Everybody, right? Even hateful misogynists like Nikki Fuentes, he wants to be in a relationship, right? But he's selfish. There's no way he's going to allow a woman to have any kind of say in his life. It's not a thing. And if you're going to be in a relationship, especially us men, you're going to have to realize that you don't matter. Not that much. Sorry, babe. But you have to give a little bit. Nikki is the type to not give any. And I think that he knows that women don't like him. I think he knows it. I think every day he wakes up, he's like, shit, man. And instead of bettering himself, he can't let him see you sweat, right? That's the thing. He doubles down, triples down, quadruples down. Fuck these bitches, right? He don't care. It's like he's extra hateful. They shouldn't vote. Like, why shouldn't women vote? Think about that. Now, like I said in one of my other videos, I have this similar mindset with conservatives and Muslims when it comes to women. I do. We agree on certain things. Not everything. But there's some things when it comes down to, working and being in the household. I think, like the economy shouldn't be so expensive to where a dual income is needed, right? The woman should be at home nurturing the kids, teaching them, helping them with their homework, being mom, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? But when it comes down to this blatant, get your ass in the house, where's my food? You can't vote. That's not a thing. Like, guys really think that's a thing? Groypers, really, honestly. Red pill, listen, honestly, I got a question. Do y'all think that women like that? Is there like a pink pill of women who like to be treated like that or some shit? Is that like who y'all seeking out to be with? Honestly, because I be hearing, Myron be talking shit. This is how they talk. I don't. People trip me out. When you listen to some of these people talk, you gotta understand that the media molds the way they think. It's the craziest shit. The shit that they look at on TV or on their phone or any kind of social media, it molds the way they think and they perceive people. They think that all black folks are probably some evil motherfucking person from a shithole country of fucking Chicago who immigrated to Tennessee. Like that's how their brain work. And when they talk about women, it's like they say shit like Myron say shit like, women are fat. All black women are fat. They all black women all average are fat. Women are dumb. Like they say, IG models, look at them. That's all they do. They just sit on Instagram. They take their clothes off. They show their skin, and they get paid on IG or OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Bro, this is how they look at women. They think all women have an OnlyFans account. They think all black people, all black men are criminals. And it almost seemed like, I wouldn't say just Fox News, but all media molds the way they think. Like they never had an encounter with an actual brother. They never, like Nick Fuentes never been with a woman. Never been with a woman. He literally said that. Bro, he said that shit. And it makes sense. It's like, you almost can't be mad at these motherfuckers. It's like, damn. Fox News fucked you up. Not all black people are dumb. They think all of us are dumb. Mind you, think about this. We're two things. This is what we are to them. We're either criminals, right? Some thugs, hoodlums, gang-banging murderers, right? We're either that or DEI hires. DEI fucking graduates. We can never win. All we're doing is trying to better ourselves, right? Right? We know the system. The system was rigged against us. We know why affirmative action occurred, right? We know where DEI came from, right? We don't have to be dumb. We get it. Those were literally black folks trying to seek a better life. They wanted to get up out of their situation that they were put in. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But for them to literally be mad at even that, you have to ask yourself, is it us? Or is there something going on? And I think there's something going on. There's literally something going on with these, because not everybody's a bigot. No, not everybody's racist. But the people with the loudest voices, they are the ones that are like spearheading this hate. And Nick Fuentes, he's one of them. There's a lot of them. But when you want to hear this interview, it was probably the best thing for me personally. It made me understand this dude. 27-year-old dude with no pussy, never had none. He don't hate us. He hate himself. He do. This motherfucker gotta wake up every day to this. He got to wake up to that every day and wonder why he ain't getting none. Look at him. This is the motherfucker, right? He says that Kanye is his friend, right? He has that, what is it? I have a black friend, right? You know that shit. Everybody say, I have a black friend. And we all know right now, Kanye, that's our nigga, right? Kanye, he going through a lot mentally, emotionally, physically, But Kanye is not a flex. Having Kanye as a friend is not a flex, bro. As Candace Owens. But for him to come out and say the things he said about black folks, most black folks should be arrested, right? Locked up. I guess Kanye is okay with what he says, right? But does he really feel that way about Kanye, right? Do we? I don't think so, right? So yes, of course it's for clicks. Of course it is. The fuck? He don't think Kanye is a criminal. What did he say? He wouldn't want to. He keep bringing up, they keep bringing up that Ukrainian girl. He said, "Oh, I don't want to be on the train with a black person, and I'm a fear for my life." Like, I don't think he think that way about Kanye. No, the motherfucker said blacks like me, my black friends. The motherfucker said that, but he thinks all black folks, for the most part, should be arrested. So of course this is a grift. It's a major grift. That's all it is. Hold on, let's see.
For the most part. Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
Hold on.
Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah. So, it's a grift. It's a grift. I can't play it, huh? They won't let me play it. Oh. But yeah, I don't think he believes it. I don't think he believes it. I think he's a half breed, because isn't he? Yeah, he half Mexican. He can't hate himself that much. I don't think he hates himself that much. But I don't believe in anything he says. I don't think he believes in anything he says. Somebody said that he's a psyop himself. Somebody said that. Somebody said that he was a plant. They put him here to get this kind of following, to send this kind of hate out in the world to see who picks up on it. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I think there is some weird ass kids out there that gravitate towards this kind of content, But me personally, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. But the interview was funny. It was funny. It was entertaining. I was laughing at some points. I wouldn't fuck with him. Hold on.
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay.
Since they already censoring me. I don't know why.
Who do you think commits the vast majority of the mass shootings?
I'm sure it's white people.
Right. So how do you feel about that?
I think that white people do more antisocial violence. I think black people participate in more gang violence. I think that's the difference.
What's the difference?
Well, let's talk about it. White people commit more random violence against people they don't even know. They would just feel some type of way about themselves one day and go shoot up a school or a club or a church. Black people, as you conceded, maybe gang violence, something related to that, but it's always some type of rapport. They know that person, maybe some kind of revenge, vengeance, something. They actually have a domestic relationship with the person that they may be, engaging with. So there's a difference there. So when you think about that mindset of the white mass shooter, you have to ask yourself, like, why? Why? Who hurt you? What made you do that? Because if you ask the brother, right, then he's gonna be in court with his chest out. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, he deserved it, right? He gonna have a reason on why he did what he did. These crazy ass white boy, they just like, I don't know. My wife didn't love me no more, so I had to go shoot up that church.
Difference to the victims.
There's no difference to the victim, but it's a different kind of crime, and it's a different proportion also. Do you know what percentage of white people are school shooters?
I know that the vast majority
All
of
of
mass
them.
shootings in schools in America this century were perpetrated by young white men. And I'm
And
just
what proportion of
and
what proportion?
I'm curious.
What proportion?
I'm curious whether
People always use that shit. Don't they always use that shit? That per capita shit. That's their favorite one. Oh, but per capita. Per capita means nothing. Per capita means absolutely nothing. For the people that don't know what per capita is, it's just a metric that kind of evaluates the amount of people per 100,000, right? If you had 200,000 people and 50% of them did a certain thing, then that's 100,000 people that did something. Okay, that 100,000 is what we're talking about, okay? But if there's 400,000 over here, then we're only going to use 100,000. That's how they do it. It's the weirdest shit. But if y'all had our 400,000, if I had 4,000 per capita, it's just the dumbest shit. It means zero. It means zero. They think that if there's more black folks out there, there'll be more crime. That's their thing. There's 13% of the population, but you guys are committing 50% of the crime, which is not true. That's not true. But they think that if we were 50% of the population like them, the crime rate would be higher. That's how they think. Per capita doesn't even take into account sundown towns, the exonerated, or the non-exonerated. Per capita means nothing. It's just like a little comfortable bug that they use to like stick people with. Like, I think I got you. No, you didn't. You didn't get nobody. Well, I'm just saying, you guys have committed the most crimes per capita. That's how they say it. Raw numbers don't mean nothing to them. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. But hey, they think they math be math and it don't be math.
your advice would be to people who have kids in
Wait,
these
is my
schools.
mic working?
Should they
What proportion?
Should they avoid white people at school? Should people with the kids at school avoid young white men at school?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what per capita means? Do you know proportionality? There are more black people proportionally that engage in violent crime or are involved in gangs, especially in these major cities, than there are white people that are school shooters compared to the entire white population.
You see how he tried to flip it? Compared to white school shooters, there's more violent black crime. That's a broad ass. Yeah, like, wait. So you're gonna talk about you're adding robberies, carjackings, murders, domestic. You're just gonna throw all those crimes in that black folks may be engaged in, and then equate it to the school shootings. Forget the white robbers and the white carjackers and murders and the domestic whites. No, we ain't talking about that. We're gonna just talk about the school shooters versus the black criminals. I'm telling you. This is the high IQ community, allegedly.
Population, and everybody understands that.
Two-thirds of mass shootings at school perpetrated by white people.
But what proportion of white men commit school shootings? That's the question.
I've just told you. It's 60 to 65% of school shootings by white people.
You're telling me what proportion of school shootings are committed by white people. I'm saying what proportion of white people have committed school shootings. Are you playing dumb or are you just not that smart?
What difference does that make
to
the children lying dead on the ground?
See, now you want to...
It's crazy. That's the way they brain work. 2/3 of school shooters, 2/3 are white. Oh yeah, but how many white men killed kids in schools? Bro, What?
To jump on the victims. The difference is you're asking, would you fear white people
Yes.
or black people? And that's the difference. The
No,
difference
I'm
is
not. What I'm saying
of
to you is, by your logic, if we now have agreed that the vast majority of mass shootings in schools are committed by white people and predominantly young white men, then presumably your advice would be to avoid young white men because they perpetrate these massacres. But it won't be because they're white, right?
Right.
So are you playing dumb or are you actually dumb?
Maybe
it's
I'm
about
dumb.
proportionality.
Maybe I'm dumb.
You are because well, I don't think you are dumb. I think you're smart actually, but you're deliberately avoiding per capita. And everybody knows that's the difference. What proportion of white men are school shooters? It's probably 0.00001%. What proportion of black men have committed violent crimes? It's probably like 5%.
That helps them sleep at night, you guys. That right there. White shooters versus black criminals. Not white criminals, just the white school shooters.
I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's very high. And I would add to that, even as it concerns schools, why do you think parents pay a super high property tax to live in a school district where there's white people? Because they know that if they go to the black school, it's going to be the Bloods and the Crips. It's going to be gangs. It's going to be.
Why are the black schools like that? Why are black neighborhoods like that? Nobody want to discuss the funding that was stripped from those neighborhoods, huh? We don't want to talk about that. No. We don't want to talk about the schools, right? The funding for the schools, the books. How these kids can't even get an education because of the lack of amenities. Some classes during the cold months don't have adequate heating. Just, no, the lunch is inadequate. So many different factors of why people want to go where the money's at. Just a thought. Just a thought.
You talk about school shootings. Nobody talks about all the school shootings that are committed by gangbangers in and around the school and all the other violence that's associated with that. I mean, these schools in the south side of Chicago, it's just not livable.
I have an answer for you, Nick. So the proportion of the population who carry out mass shootings is actually the same for black and white.
For white people, the proportion of
the proportion
again,
of the population.
Are you hearing it? No.
See,
What's
I think the trouble with your
proportion?
statistics is a lot of them don't bear much scrutiny. We have a bunch of fact checkers checking all this in real time because you do have a tendency to just come out with a lot of old baloney. And when you say,
okay,
well, it's true. And when you're confronted with reality, you don't like it.
What's the figure? What proportion of white people have committed school shootings? With white people as the denominator and white people that have committed school shootings as the numerator, what's that percentage?
For both black and whites, the proportion of the population who carry out mass shootings generally is about the same.
No. Tell me the number, and then
the only focus of your attention is the black shootings, the black crime. You don't want to live around black people. You want to avoid black people. You don't want interracial marriages or relationships that may produce black people. And yet,
now I'm gonna keep it a buck because a lot of people use that as a form of racism. Oh, they don't want you bringing that black person home down. Personally, I don't look at that as racism. I grew up around a lot of black folks that say the same thing. Hey, I love my sister, especially my wife. But yeah, my mama said it to me. You better not bring that white girl home. That was the thing. That was just the thing. We knew not to bring that white girl home. So, I wouldn't call that racist. Maybe you just want to keep the lineage looking, like him. Half Mexican. But the stats. When it come down to the stats, I think the stats, I forgot. I seen those numbers, but they were almost the same, like within like 0.4% or some shit. I forgot what it was. But Nikki brought up a point. He brought up a point about the gangbangers that shoot up schools. When we do have those neighborhoods where a lot of gangs, you know, back in the day, I had homies shot at school too, right? And they weren't highlighted, right? But again, a lot of them were due to a specific beef, not just like a random shooting where these kids are just playing Call of Duty in real life. That's a sickness.
Yeah, when I point out to you that there are many parts of crime in America where actually there's a majority of white people that perpetrate them, you don't care. You don't have any interest in that.
Nope.
It doesn't exercise your mind.
Maybe no one's buying this. This argument lost. No one is buying this. Everybody understands per capita, and people could even see what you race ahead and say, well, we're comparing the proportion of white and black school shooters. I said, no, compare the proportion of school shooters that are white versus violent criminals that are black.
Why? What kind of metric are you trying to set? Like, huh? What? Huh? Why? And he think he ate with that. Like, he literally said, why would you use the black school shooters and the white school shooters? That's not fair. We're supposed to use the white school shooters and the black overall criminals. Like, what are you doing, Piers? That math is not going to work. If you do it that way, we're going to look like the violent ones. He's fucking insane. This motherfucker is insane. And now, I'm going to say this. I don't care. Y'all can call me what you want. Ban me. You can try to get me fired from my job. Good luck. When it comes down to school shooters, right? Somebody else said that. Somebody else said something about black folks being the most violent. And that same person got shot at a school. By who? Wasn't a black guy.
Because that was the basis of the monologue, is that you're very likely, if you encounter black people or a young black man in the city, that you're going to be the victim of a violent crime, of a robbery, a mugging, a car theft, a carjacking, or a murder. That's the difference, and it's about proportionality. And everybody sees past that because we all live in reality. You want to talk about product of your environment. People that live in New York, Chicago, LA, we live in reality. We live in this environment, and we see what it's like. And the threat, the danger in terms of probability it's not even comparable. And I would say this to your point. If you're in a high school and truly, if you see a white person who looks like a little autistic, he's got the SSRI stare and he reaches for a backpack, people joke and say, run. Similarly, if you see a jalopy pulling up with a bunch of black people in it and they got their pants around the ankles, you're going to run also. And I'm saying the same thing. The difference is the latter happens much more often. It's much more common. You know, in Chicago, there's like 10,000 carjackings and car thefts every day.
Oh, my God. You know, if black crime was so prevalent, right, they will have more examples than Chicago. Have you noticed that? That's all they talk about. Chicago. That's it. Chicago's like, there's something with Chicago. It has to be. Because I've never been to Chicago. But I bet you they think I'm a criminal from Chicago. I bet you, bro. Every black person is an uneducated criminal from Chicago in their head. It's crazy. This country is a little bigger than Chicago. But hey, let's see.
What advice would be to people who have kids in these schools?
I think they're bad.
Who do you think commits the vast majority of the mass shootings?
I'm sure it's white people.
Members.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we got all that. We, you know, me mom. Like we're, you know, I don't even know who this person is. Why is?
Yeah,
many theories about you. I've no idea what the answer is, and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women? Point of view.
Gross. Absolutely not.
You think tampons are gross?
Yeah, they're filled with period blood. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Wow. See, 27. Hey, I bet you he think the tampons at like CVS or at the store somewhere, they're sitting on a shelf, just leaking with blood on them. I swear, I bet you that's how he think. But
you into that? You like that?
Have you ever seen
a lot of tampons?
I don't think you've ever seen it, have you?
I've seen them. I've seen them before.
You've been that close to a woman? Really?
No, I've seen them. Look, I used to live with women, so I've seen them around the house.
I bet you've seen videos, haven't you?
What? What are we doing here, Piers?
I'm not sure.
You really hate that.
I'm not sure.
You're more impressed that I'm a misogynist than you are about anything. It's
not
very
really.
revealing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man.
And he asked me, do I affirm the Holocaust? Do I think Hitler is cool? And he got all bent out of shape. He said, I don't think Hitler is really cool. I think he's really a monster. And he's the worst mass murderer and this, that, and the other. And, you know, he asked me, what is it about Hitler that's cool? And I said, well, the edits, these video edits of Hitler set to music. They show the parades, the military, the speeches, the charisma. And that's just true. That's why I think it's cool. But after
the edits, the way he was marching.
No, absolutely not.
You don't think white people are superior to black people?
No, I'm a Christian, so I believe everybody is equal before God.
Including women?
Yes.
So you give women equal rights then?
No.
Great.
No.
Great. Okay. So you just talked a lot of bullshit, didn't you?
No. Why are you like mad about this? No.
You want women to be treated equally before God, but you don't want to give them equal rights.
Yeah, because women and men are different.
Look,
do you believe there are two genders?
It's your view.
Do you think there's two genders?
I do think there are two genders, yes.
Okay. And so you mean there's distinction. There are two distinct genders.
I think we should all have the same rights to...
Well, if they're meaningfully distinct, biologically distinct, and they have different social and biological roles, I think it would follow that we would treat them a little bit differently in the law.
Do you think the Catholic Church is teaching?
So he, like, is he trying to be one of them old-fashioned men? Like me, I'm old-fashioned. At least I think so, personally. But, like, does he want a woman to be at the home, cooking, cleaning, chilling with the kids while he go out and work? Is that what he's saying? Because the 19th Amendment, when you think about the 19th Amendment, right? This is what cracks me up about this country, how we always talk about other countries being misogynistic and don't respect women's rights. But the 19th Amendment was not a unanimous decision. It wasn't. No. There were some people that, opposed of women having a right to vote. And then there were some people that didn't say shit. Like they were like a no vote. I swear. So if they would have voted no, nigga, women probably wouldn't be voting today. It was that close. But when you think about what he's saying, it almost sounds like a traditional man, but it could be tailored with having rights. No. Like, you could want your woman to be in the home cooking and cleaning and teaching the kids and doing their homework and all that fun jazz, right? But they should still be able to submit a ballot. No. Or is that what it is? That's the part of the system that they don't want you to know. Because they're trying to, let's see, tailor it to where if you don't work, you don't contribute to society, then your voice shouldn't get heard. Maybe that's what it is.
Does reflect that?
I do. Yeah, there's
Really?
no female priests. Have you ever seen that?
Do you think that the Catholic Church thinks all women should be deprived of the vote?
Yeah, I think so.
No, they don't.
I think they do, yeah.
You think the Catholic Church position is women shouldn't be allowed to vote?
I think so, yeah,
No.
but I'm not positive.
No, it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
But it should be.
It should be. So if you were Pope, that's what you do. You could be Pope because you're celibate.
That's true. And I'm also from Chicago, like the Pope. But look,
Right.
I mean, women, it says in the Bible that women have no authority over men and they can't teach men. And that's why there's no female priests.
Says a lot of
So I
things
don't
in the
think
Bible.
the Catholic-
I mean, do you take every
Okay.
word of the Bible as sacrosanct?
Well, yeah, it's inspired scripture.
That's
That's another thing. And personally, I think religion is the problem with society. We have too many people, too many different religions that believe that they are the ones to listen to and gravitate towards and follow. And I think that's the problem. A lot of these stories that were told or written in the Bible, I mean, they're great stories. Some of them are atrocious. My God. But a lot of them, bro, most of them are improbable. Like fairy tales. Like it couldn't happen. It's not a thing. But when you're living by this fairy tale, what does that say about you? What does that say about you? Honestly. Please, nobody, please don't come strike me down or something, right? But I don't want to sound blasphemous. But isn't that like still believing in Santa Claus? The Tooth Fairy? Like, if you think Jesus is going to... First, if you think he died for your sins, right? And he's going to come back one day. I don't even know how that's going to work. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like a beam or something shining down Israel or somewhere, and who's ever there gets taken up or some shit. I don't know. But isn't that like akin to believing in Santa Claus? No? The fairy tales of the Tooth Fairy? No? Am I tripping? Is it me that's tripping? I could be tripping. Maybe religious people, maybe there's some there. I just don't think so.
So all of it is
a
sacrosanct.
theological debate? Well, it is Catholic doctrine that women should not lead and teach. I mean, you're not interacting with what I'm saying. Why can't women be priests?
They should be.
How does that make sense? That makes no sense to me. All right. If a woman, right, was at home, right, like he wants her to be, he doesn't want her to go to work. He doesn't want her to vote. He wants her to sit at home with the kids. Okay. She can't teach the kids? You don't think the woman has any kind of leadership role to even educate the children? There's going to be little boys that may need mom. Mom has no say. She's no priest. She's a woman. The Bible, the book said she's not priest material. So I don't care if my son is struggling with his homework. That woman can't step in. Yes, Nikki. Tell him, Nikki.
Okay, well, you're not Catholic. That's not a Catholic
I am
position.
a Catholic. Many things I disagree with the Catholic Church.
Okay. Well, that kind of is contrary because the whole basis
really?
of being Catholic is
No.
accepting. It's accepting the authority of the pontiff.
You can be a member of a religion and disagree with parts of that religion. Perfectly reasonable.
You could be, well, yeah. I mean, you could say
Unless you're an
that, but it wouldn't
extremist.
be true.
If you're an extremist, you can't.
Okay.
Obviously, you never deviate.
That's just not rigorous.
You never
That's just
deviate if
sloppy.
you're an extremist. But even the Constitution,
That's just sloppy.
even the Constitution's been amended. Was it 27 times? People talk about this sacrosanct document. It's it's been amended 27 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is not rigorous intellectually. This is very
Just
this is
a statement of
tabloid
fact.
theology. Okay, but it's fine. Where were we? We're talking about Trump, and somehow we got
on
into
Trump,
you're
look,
white
on
knighting for women's rights.
On Trump, well, I think women should have the same rights as you and I. You don't. That's fine.
Put on the pink hat, bro. Put on the pink hat. We're waiting.
What's the pink hat for?
For the march, for the women's march. Are we going to see you at the women's march protesting for women's rights and all that?
I think women should have equal rights to men. Period.
You carry tampons.
Okay. Hold on. We got one. All right. So you said the FBI table. 42. My favorite. That's my favorite. I like that one. That one there. You right. When was that? 2000. What was the last one? 23? No, 19. I forgot. What did it say? Tell me. What did you see it say? Autistic, whatever. I could barely see your name. What did you see it say? When it came to like violent crimes. It showed raw numbers, right? It did. It did. You guys were outpacing those raw numbers. Yeah. You guys were. And of course, hey, I hear you. I know. Ha! Per capita. I get you. That is just something that makes you sleep good at night. Yeah. Sorry. Because we know that 9 times out of 9, those supposed lynchings aren't lynchings. But hey, fuck it. Call it suicide. Or they're lynching, sorry. They're not suicide. Y'all call them suicides anyway. So it's not getting put in the database as a crime, a racial crime against a black person. No, it's not. A lot of you guys will look at cold cases in black neighborhoods and say, oh, the perpetrator had to have been black. Another black on black crime. We would never find the perp. That's just y'all thing. But you don't take sundown towns into account. You don't take exonerations into account. You don't take the non-exonerated into account. So yes, the FBI table 42 shows raw numbers of crazy white people doing heinous things. And then when it came to per capita for like sex crimes, bruh, it's disgusting to know how many white folks are out there that are committing these kind of crimes. Yes. And if you really want to go there with the FBI 42 table, mind you, I did a video about it. I know the table. What are you proposing? That the data that shows it says something about the character of people? Is that what it's telling you? Because if you look at the FBI table 42, and if you look down all the way at the bottom, like way down there, there's a nice section that says DUI. Yes. And you sons of bitches, mind you, these are the ones that are caught. Like, what's wrong with y'all? It's like y'all can't get behind the wheel without a beer. It was like 500,000 cases. So I don't want to hear shit about no FBI table, about no skewed data, some manipulated fucking stats. No, I don't give a fuck about it. I literally watched Dirty Harry. What was that? 2 months ago. For the first time. I think I seen it when I was a kid. You know, I don't remember it. But I seen it for the first time that I remember 2 months ago. The Dirty and Dirty Harry literally explains the shit that we as black folks go through. You niggas is disgusting. You would bother black folks, arrest them, get the fucking data, signed up, nice and fit. Okay, we got like 16 black folks locked up, 2 white folks, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that for today's percentage. Like what? You had cocaine flowing through the white neighborhoods. Didn't give a fuck. But you in the black neighborhood like, all right, what's that? Weed. It was on purpose. Literally on purpose. You got cases of black men going home 30 years later. 30 years later because some woman dreamed of him assaulting her. She just had a dream. Nigga, a dream. Bro, that's the power behind some of these white women and them tears. A woman can have a dream and you going to jail. But they would fight tooth and nail to keep one of them white swimmers from going to jail. It could be proof. They can have hard evidence. No, don't mess up that white vote. No. So yes, fuck the FBI table. Fuck per capita or any kind of data you bring to me. Because I am way more educated than this dumbass nigga. And maybe even you. So yes, my favorite word would be totality. Take it all into account. All of it. All of it. Because sundown towns should not be a thing that we all just know. And there hasn't been an investigation.
Ponds, in case your female friends get a period or something, like, it's crazy.
I'd have no problem giving a female friend a tampon. Would you? I don't suppose you've ever seen a tampon, have you?
And this tampon conversation, this was probably one of Piers' low point. Because mind you, I don't fuck with neither one of them. I think Nikki got him with this one. But Nikki just don't understand women. He 27. He a dumbass fucking, I think he gay. But hey, he just don't know. Excuse me. But there's nothing weird about a tampon, bro. There's nothing weird. And when you understand the woman's body, you know, it's like nature, bro. It's flushing. She's just flushing the unused egg, right? The unused something. I'm not a woman. But the body's going through a cycle that has nothing to do with the fucking little cotton thingy. And you think that cotton thingy is already bloody? Like it's sitting in the cabinet in underneath your wife's sink and it's already used? Like, I think he's just dumb. Or he just says the shit to get
clarify what you
clicks.
meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true. Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me play devil's advocate. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just this. Let me tell you who I am. I'm not on the left. I'm not on the right. Right? I do understand that my community needs a lot of work. Right? We have some dumbasses, some knuckleheads. Right? The YN community, them young niggas, bruh. They need a ass whooping and a hug. But for some reason, people forget the hug. Right? Me, I own my own company. I build a lot of fucking booths for publicly traded companies. And what I like to do is I like to hire the YNs in the neighborhood to give them something different, right? And for some reason, when you understand and you see the dedication in some of these brothers, they are actually hard workers. They are. We just don't have nothing for them. But yes. But they got to be at their booth by 8 o'clock. All of them. 7:30 on time, just dedicated to their job. They don't care. Even if it's hitting the lick. Granted, they dedicated to it. They going to be there, right? But you can't just wash them away. No. Give them something. Give them something to look forward to. But we do have problems. We do. We got people that highlight it in music, right? We got hip hop, right? We know. I could go into the depths of hip hop, how a certain group of people purged the actual artists that were preaching unity. But we will talk about that some other time. But the music that is out there, that is being played on these radio stations over and over and over again, is highlighting the negative in our community, and people are soaking it in. These young niggas are soaking it in. You got these drill rappers that's like, I can be harder than you. Watch me kill this nigga. It's a sickness that we all need to get the fuck up out when I say we, not me, I ain't no YN, but my community. And I can understand that we need to talk about it. But is it for you to talk about? Nigga, no. Shut your fucking ass up and let us do us, and you worry about the trailer park.
The answer is you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
That shit was fucking hilarious.
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So,
are they? Women, I got a question. Y'all are difficult to be around. Fucking bloody tampons everywhere. Y'all get it. And I think we got to give this young man credit, right? Because everybody can't. If I take me for an example, right? Because we all can go off of anecdotes. That's our number one rule of thumb, right? Our experience. We know what we know because we experience it, right? So with my relationship, I can contest that. I've been with my wife for 20 years, so I can't be like, oh, you need to go find someone off of fucking Facebook and fall in love and have kids and be happy. No, it's the difference between me. I'll be like, I wish people had that rapport with their sweethearts from back then. That way today they would be comfortable with, sharing secret information like bank account information, right? But when it comes down to being a single man in this climate right now, in a dating situation, and you're trying to meet somebody new, you might have a certain perspective of women that is derived from mindsets like this. This may be the guy that is driving the way y'all think about women. And that's not all women. I promise you. They're not that hard. They're difficult in their own way, but they're fun if you understand how to handle them. But if he is the guy that has the ear of all the young whites, y'all already have a birth issue. Y'all don't need a unity issue. This guy should not be the voice that y'all listen to. No. Go get a woman. Please. Hug her. Kiss her. Make as many babies as you can. You don't have to look at her as the enemy, and she's not difficult to be around.
Oh, there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote? Many theories about you. I've no idea what the answer is, and you haven't got to answer. But are you?
I think we're seeing all of these. Hold on.
It's about you. I've no idea what the answer is, and you haven't.
Because I've seen the whole 2-hour interview, and I ain't gonna lie.
I do, because I just find it extraordinary that you would think the Holocaust could ever be something.
Yeah. So they just clipping all the key points that they think was the hot ones. I don't know.
Our people are being genocided in our country. 50% of the live births in the United Kingdom and in the United States are non-white. In 100 years,
Did he say that? Wait a minute. Let's bring that back. DJ, bring that back. Oh shit. I'm gonna be nice.
And you can laugh at this, you can scoff at this. Our people are being genocided in our country.
Okay, how are y'all being genocided? Is it us? Is there somebody or something that is causing this harm to you? Is it? Because that's a genocide, right? That it had to be inflicted pain to a specific demographic of individuals due to their genealogy, right? Who is the perp? We get the complaining party, but who's genociding y'all? Is it the sun? No? Hold up. Let's continue.
50% of the live births in the United Kingdom and in the United States are non-white.
Yeah. That's true. Live birth. I don't want to say like I have a friend, right? Love my friend. This is not my I have a white friend spiel. I promise. I swear to God. It's not. This is not. But I have a friend. You know how y'all say 1 in 5 black men are going to be murderers, right? And I've sat around 6 of us, and I don't think none of us were murderers, right? Don't know. But when they say that white folks have a fertility issue, right? I never think it's the majority. No. I don't think it's all of y'all. No. But when the stats are what the stats are, I have to start, checking my surroundings, right? So my only white friend, I didn't say that. Yeah, I did. But when I heard that he had the same situation going on with him, right? I couldn't use it no more as an insult, right? I felt weird inside. Like, damn, bro. The fertility issue in the white community is a real thing, right? Do not use it against them. It's not their fault. It's not their doing. They have no choice or no reasons behind it, right? You can't stick it to them. But when I used to use it, I'm gonna be mean for a second. Just for a second. Y'all can cancel me later. That was what I said. I would say things like, you guys don't even have babies naturally. I did. I'm sorry. I did. And it's always in response of some bigot, right? Some bigot will say something mean, right? And I'm sorry, they saying some mean shit to me. Like, black women are in abortion clinics and shit and keeping them going. They're always in abortion clinics. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, But 9 times out of 9, that black woman probably had multiple kids already. That's the decision they decided to make. She probably had those kids naturally. I don't know. And if you're using IVF treatment, I don't see why you would be aborting that baby after finding a scientist for that. I'm sorry. That's what I was saying to be mean. I'm not mean like that no more. But to hear Nick say, in the UK and in America, you guys aren't having live births?
In 100 years, my ancestors, your kids who are so empathetic and compassionate, they're going to be a minority. They're going to be a minority in maybe a Muslim country, an Indian country, an Hispanic country. And these Jewish people that are 100 years old talking about my grandparents and the Holocaust, they don't care about that. Actually, They like to see it. At the SPLC, they're literally counting down the days until whites are a minority in America. So forgive me if I don't believe them when they talk about compassion. There's a genocide going on right now. It's not against the Jews.
How many Christians are there?
Gaza?
See, yeah, he's not lying. I do want to expand on it. This is a thing that's been going on, right? I can remember growing up. I've encountered a couple bigots, right? As a kid, right? Well, a lot of shit talkers, right? I grew up small, poor, skinny, right? And we was always these Somalians. Right? That's how they talk shit. Oh, look at the little Somali baby over there, right? Coldest motherfucker. They just mean, right? But my mom, she had 4 of them Somali babies, right? Fucking amazing, right? And not only was our race a factor, the amount of kids my mom had was a factor, right? It was a pun. Like, they used to use that. That's like a diss. Shaniqua and all of them, they're all her 4 kids, right? That's what they said. Even about the Hispanic women. Maria and all them 20 kids, right? That's what they would say for years. Growing up, I'm 41 now, and I heard that shit all my life. Like, it was a diss. Like, dang, my bad. Of course, they equated to not being able to support your kids and being on assistance and yada, yada. But when you start to listen closely at the envy, you start to wonder, like, do they wish they could have all those kids? Is that what it is? Is that what it was? Was it always this, fuck her? How the hell did she spit out another one? What, is that what it was? Because I just don't want to believe that these people were that mean and that hateful. They probably were. I don't know. But that fertility issue is a thing. Nikki, you don't know women. I do. I was raised with 3 sisters and a mom. And I'm married. It does something to women when they can't bear children emotionally. It does something to them. So to have a community of women who can't have children be so hateful, it almost makes sense. Why? Why they're so hateful? It almost come off as jealousy. It does. And I can remember the jokes. There was a lot of jokes. A lot of these jokes were almost detrimental to y'all, if you think about it. You had jokes like, I just seen one recently. Kamala Harris was almost about to win the presidency, right? And you got Laura Loomer talking about the White House gonna smell like curry. That's what she said. She said the White House gonna smell like curry. I've heard derogatory stuff about ethnic food all my life. All my life. You can call me a liar if you want to. Y'all know the jokes. My dad's from Trinidad. I've eaten ethnic food all my fucking life. And as an adult, when you start to do your research and you realize the health benefits in some of these herbs, the antioxidants in some of these curries and turmeric and cumin, you have to ask, like, did y'all miss out? Like, I'm not clowning. Like, were y'all so bigoted that you stayed away from foods that were high on antioxidants to the point where you have a fertility issue? No. That's not no. Because I see y'all now. Y'all today, right? Y'all done, like a light bulb went off in y'all head, right? Y'all done made money off of it. And y'all start putting like turmeric and capsules and shit, right? And start like giving it to your friends and say, hey, pop this, pop 1, pop 2 a day. You get your turmeric dose, right? Like, you know the benefits of these herbs. But these billionaires and the media and all of them, they will vilify. They will vilify these foods. That Laura Loomer joke was like something to laugh about. Everybody laughed at it. But nobody literally sat back and talked about the health benefits. The how it may contribute to your fertility. Some of these curries, some dishes, some of these spices. But no, you just wanted to be a bigot. You just wanted to be a bigot. And I noticed something today. Today I noticed something. I did. It's crazy as shit. It spooked me out. Me and this Mexican lady. I swear to God. We sat here and we noticed it. Us two. Right? Mind you, back. COVID. 2020. That was 5 years ago. Remember. The United States Census said it. They did. They said we have a baby shortage. There's a baby shortage in the country. All right? Mind you, the black and brown community, we were having what we called COVID babies. I swear. Like, that's what we called them. We literally called them COVID babies. We're funny. That's just how we get out. 5 years later, bro, today, I'm sitting at my baby's school. I dropped my son off, right? And I'm standing there with this Mexican lady, and me and her looking, right? And she don't know what I'm thinking about, but I had to hit her with it. And I'm like, hey, where are all the white kids? And she said, huh, bruh, it dawned on me. Those babies would be born or would have been born during COVID. That's where the baby shortage was. Is it really that much of an epidemic? This birth rate issue, to where we literally have a generation of kindergartners that are not white? Is that a thing? For real? Like, right now, I want y'all, I don't know, it's like all two of y'all. Listen, tomorrow, school day, yes. You, pay attention. And we're talking 6, 5, and younger. Pay attention. Do you see? You tell me. Is there a shortage of white 5-year-olds in this country? Was the Census Bureau correct when they said we were having a baby shortage during COVID, while the black and brown community was spitting them out? My wife just seen research today about skin cancer. Oh my God. I had to bow my head and pray. 2 people every hour. 2 people every hour die from skin cancer. And that's not a thing for us. It's not. It's not. We don't wake up and slap on SPF protection. We don't. We don't know what it is. Never seen it. Don't care for it. I've seen it on y'all. Shit. I thought back in the days, I was telling my wife, I was like, yeah, remember how that shit used to be back in the days before they had it all nice and oily? It used to be all white and pasty. I swear I thought it was like white folks playing whiteface or something. But yeah, that's something that you guys had to slap on y'all skin to protect you from the sun. But skin cancer, it's not even that prevalent in Europe. Well, it is, but less. It's almost like everything was projection. Like y'all don't belong here. Not like that. I'm not a bigot. No, I want y'all here. Swear to God. I love y'all. But if birth rate issues is y'all thing, and the sun is keeping y'all from producing, meaning you can't obtain the vitamin D that you need for growth, right? You got to slap on that stuff just so you can have fun in the sun, right? You're not assimilating, right? That's your favorite word, not you, but them, right? You don't want to assimilate, so you're not having babies with the Native Americans or the Mexicans, right? That's out of here, right? But you think IVF is going to help you populate the world? You got people like Nick, the leader of y'all movement, telling y'all this fuck women, fuck black people, fuck Mexicans, fuck Muslims. But y'all want to procreate? Like, how? Talk to me. Y'all have a lot of issues that need to be talked about. And I personally think, this is one of y'all problems right here.
It's against
how many
whites.
Christians are there in the world?
By my rant.
Like me and
1
you.
point some billion.
Yeah,
2 billion.
How many Jews are there?
15 million.
Okay. So with a straight face, you're going to tell me the world is being overrun by the Jewry, by 15 million people, when there are over 1 billion Christians. There is a genocide of Christians like poor old Nick Fuentes going on at the hands of these 15 million Jews. Really?
See, this attitude is why you're losing. When you say,
Who am I losing to?
Who
am I losing to?
White people.
Who am I losing?
Mass migration. You're losing to me. We are losing as a civilization of mass migration. And here's the difference. In Israel, they have my politics. In Israel, they want to maintain a Jewish majority. If they had it their way, it would only be Jewish people. They're fighting like hell so that Jewish people can have as much territory, a Jewish state. They can be proudly Jewish in their own land. Whereas in America, we are being besieged by 10 million illegal immigrants in 4 years. And then whites and Christians are going to be the minority. And that's true in Canada, Australia, all the countries in Europe. So you could say there's 2 billion people, but what's the proportionality? What is the percentage of people being born that are white? Where's the arrow pointing? Where are we going to be in 50 years? In 50 years, there might be an Israel. In 50 years, there isn't going to be a white Christendom.
You don't.
I never thought that I would agree with him. Yes, everything he said was true. In 50 years, white people will be the minority. That's just the trajectory that we see. It's like, right? So they're saying by 2050, you will see the effects. By 2060, it will hit. Right? He said that Piers is losing. He said, you're losing to me right now in this debate, but he's right. And when you talk about migration, right? He's talking about all these illegal migrants coming to America, UK, all that, right? But he's not wrong. When you just think about colonization, right? This is one thing that they don't like to talk about. They really don't like to talk about colonization because colonization just flies in the face of every point they try to make, right? They don't think colonization was that big a deal. They don't want to talk about it. They don't even care about the victims, right? But when colonization is the causation of your immigration, then when are you going to pay attention? Berta! Write that down. Listen. Yes. Britain. The UK. You guys have been going around the world wreaking havoc on all these countries, especially in the global south. Now, God has a sense of humor. Personally, I think now that from all the pillaging, eugenics, sterilization, you guys have brought it on yourselves. Yes. Now these black and brown folks that are leaving these war-torn countries that happen to be war-torn countries because of Western countries. They are outbreeding y'all. They are. Like he said, the Jews in Israel, they basically think like him, right? They want a Jewish nation, right? Like how he want a white nation. The nigga half Mexican, but whatever. That's the mindset of these people, right? They wanted to have a all-white nation. Ironically, that's what Hitler wanted, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Listen. If that's the case, if they can have that mindset, right? Then how do they have a colonial mindset? How? How can you have both? How can you be like, oh, I just wanted to be us and only us and no foreigners coming? But you motherfuckers is busy going to other places, inhabiting their land. You're never assimilating. You don't care to assimilate. Name a white person that assimilated, that went to a brown country, put on the scarves and the rags and the shit, and probably put a fucking bone through their nose, nigga, started doing a dance. Name one. They don't. They want to go there, hang out for a week or three, and try to change it. Try to get elected. They get good with the community. Hey, you see this? Look, we call this money. We call this USD. You want some of this? That's all you got to do. Vote for me. Next thing you know, they bringing family in there. They're bringing so many people in there. Next thing you know, everybody getting sick. Like, what the fuck? What happened? What is this? I don't know. All kind of diseases. Fucking polio and... they start creating shit. I swear to God, half of these diseases were created. But most of it was God. It was God. Sorry, we know what it means to damage the ecosystem. We get it. You can't take a fucking apple seed to Australia without getting arrested. I swear. It's like you would damage the ecosystem. They would say, who are you? You're a threat with this fucking mango seed. The fuck? And I get it. That land isn't used to that seed. So it doesn't matter how many weapons you have, how many vaccines you have. You can't just go and inhabit somebody else's territory that you do not belong. Because God is going to tell you something. One day, God is going to say, hey, you thought you can get away. Ain't no sunscreen, no vaccine, no eugenics, no nothing going to keep you from belonging in those countries. Sorry. Forgive me in my rant. Yeah, y'all just let me know if I'm ranting.
So I haven't ascertained yet whether you are joking when you say that Hitler was very fucking cool. Are you joking, or do you actually think he was very fucking...
I think we heard that one already. I want to hear one we didn't hear already. I don't want... They would not let me play the whole 2 hour video.
You haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
They would not let me play the 2 hour video. Okay. That's fucked up. I get it. Let
Gross. Absolutely not.
Let Piers Morgan get his little spins. Now, he did respond. I don't know if I played this for you.
They said he's playing you clips from your own show and then asking you if you agree with yourself. It's like, of course I'm going to agree with myself. He plays a clip and then says, what did you mean by that? And I'm like, well, I meant what I said in the clip. Well, did you take that back? No, I said it's my show. I said it on my show. Of course I agree with the clip. I said it. It's on my show.
Yeah, but you didn't. You said on your show that your daddy drove past an Applebee's because black folks worked there. That's what you said. You, hey, bitch boy, you said that on your show. And then when Piers asked you about it, you like, huh? Leave me alone. Leave my daddy out of this. What? So those are the things that people say. Like, have you ever noticed, like, Fox News, they would never have an opposing person on their panel because they don't want to get called out. They have, like, Jessica Tarloff, here and there, but they would never have, like, a real life, like, frequent guests, like, all the time, debating and debunking the shit that they have to say, because they don't want to be confronted with the truth. They don't want to be confronted with their past texts, tweets, words, nothing. They just like, man, let that shit fly. I said it. I did. Oh, well, you took me out of context. That's their favorite shit, right? But yes, Piers Morgan did do exactly what he said. He said he played a bunch of his old ass clips and he want to know if he stand by him. Bro, what's wrong with that? Let me ask you. Hey, Nikki, you thought Piers was just supposed to talk to you about sports or something? The fuck you thought you niggas was about to talk about? Of course he gonna talk about your fucking your past content, man. Like, that's a duh. Like, what? And he's trying to really get up in his feelings. Like, man, it's not the way he ran that shit was stupid and unfair. My daddy had nothing to do with it. Yeah, all right, man.
And so that was the structure. That was the format. Clip, response, clip, response. And I guess what was notable about it is that he was clearly going into this interview thinking, I have to assume this. He went into it thinking that I would be embarrassed or ashamed, or that he could shame me. And so he'll play a clip where I say, blacks should be in prison, women need to shut up, Jews are running America. And he thinks that I'm going to blush and get red in the face. And
you did. you knew that your fans were watching. Oh yeah, you did. So you caught yourself. You was like, well, yeah, I have black friends. They all love me. The blacks love me, but I think they all should be arrested. Like, bro, you were straddling the fence so hard, you hit that wedge in your pants had splinters in it. I swear to God. Like, you think that you that you stood by your words. You think that's how you came off. That's how you think. No. You didn't. You didn't. To me, you look like the type of person that was like, for the whole 2 hours, you took me out of context. You took me out of context. My daddy had nothing to do with it, and you taking me out of context. That's it. That's all I seen. I was like, nigga, wait. This is Nick Fuentes. What else are we supposed to talk to you about? Honestly. And you did look stupid. You did. He asked you literally, have you ever had something? You said no. And then, bro, you were so hard, right, for the whole 2 hours. Yeah, Piers, you dumb? You called him dumb like how many times? I think you're dumb. You're dumb. Like, you was so hard, bro. And then you get to the end. They get to the end of the interview, and Piers said, hey, there's a petition going out to have the Pope denounce you. That's what Piers said. How would you feel if Pope, what's his name? Leo? What's his real name? Robert? How would you feel if Robert denounced you? Bro, I don't know if y'all seen it, but yes, all that toughness, it went out the window. It went out the window. When Piers Morgan said, what if Pope Leo denounced you? How would that make you feel? He said, that wouldn't be nice. I'll paraphrase. I forgot what he said exactly, but he wouldn't like it. He like, man, that wouldn't be cool, man. The Pope, man, come on, man. Free speech, man. Why would you not? Why would the Pope denounce me? That wouldn't be cool. I'm a Catholic. Bro, you are literally sitting here, right? This is the guy, right? Nick, you're the guy that was talking about the 6 million Jews is a dispute. You equated them to cookies being baked in a fucking oven, right? This is you, right? You want everybody else, right, to forget about what happened. It's not that big a deal. These boomers are getting ready to die. That generation is gone. We don't even care about the shit y'all believe in. Do you see my following? But a Catholic priest can make you feel some type of way. Hold up. Please do not counsel me. I'm an 80s baby. Do you know what I heard about Catholic priests, Nikki? Do you want to talk about statistics? Nikki, let's talk about statistics. You, sir. Virgin, you haven't had any. Did you grow up a little boy in a Catholic church, Nikki? Huh? Nikki, did you? You know what they say about 1 in 5 Catholic boys? Oh, Nikki, listen. No. Oh. But yes, you can sit there and talk about everybody else, man, and their faith and the things they believe in and how they want to be respected. But if the Pope denounces you, it's going to crush your little groper world. That's funny. I find that funny. I hope Pope Robert Leo denounces you, just so I can see your gay ass crumble. I want to see it. I bet you try to be hard. I bet you'll be all tough. Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. I don't give a shit. Fuck him too. I bet you.
No. Bro, I didn't mean it that way. I'm not racist. I'm actually a really good guy. And I think he was surprised when I said, yeah, everything I said in that clip is true. And he said, really? Everything? Yeah. What about this part? Yeah, that too. Really? You think blacks should be in jail? Yeah, they commit too much crime. Well, white people commit crime. Yeah, they do it less. But they commit crime. Yeah, but less.
That's not what you said. Why are you trying to act tough? Nikki, what is wrong with you? Is your brain like deteriorate? Mind you, I smoke a lot of weed, Nikki. And I remember what you said. Nikki, come on, man. Nicholas, listen. Nicholas, you came on Piers Morgan's show with a specific stat. You said 1 in 20 black people will commit murder or something like that, right? Mind you, I smoke a lot of weed, but I remember the 1 in 20, right? Piers Morgan kept you running for about a good 3.5 minutes, right? Something like that. Until his team hit him. Oh, they hit him. Yeah, they did. They hit him good. It was like, hey, it's actually 1 in 100. Not 1 in 20. He's lying. So he brought that to you. You remember? You remember that shit? I remember it. Look, I smoked another blunt like 15 minutes ago. I swear to God, I remember that shit. He said it was 1 in 20. You was like, no, it's not. No, I don't know. I don't have that stat in front of me. I don't believe you. Bro, You can't sit here now and try to act tough for you guys. Like, man, oh, well, white people committed more. So what? I already said that. I already proved you wrong. Go on to the next. No, you got proved wrong, Nicholas. Sorry, I'm stuttering. This shit was funny. It's funny that you are trying to save face, right? You are at that point where some of your supporters, they were there for you, right? They think you won, but too many of them thought you got your ass handed to you. So now you're like, you're trying to save face, but you can't look weak at the same time. So I seen you. You were talking shit to some of them fans of yours that had something to say. I seen you. But you can't sit back and lie and say that you handled that interview well, because no. They were coming with some facts.
But they commit crime, yeah, but proportionally less. Okay, next subject. Like, and this was the flow of the interview.
Cool.
Yes, I do.
One of them.
And I'm tired of pretending he's not.
You think Hitler was very fucking...
Oh, man. I need a new one.
For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know.
He was like really anti.
You're getting, I think, a long way in this interview.
Okay.
Right? You didn't deny the Holocaust. You accepted there's been a Holocaust of at least 6 million.
Well, that was let's see.
They would say Applebee's, and my dad would say we would never eat at Applebee's.
Oh, here it is.
Not in a million years.
Hold on, here we go.
It was a running joke. Me and my sister would say Applebee's, and my dad would say we would never eat at Applebee's. Not in a million years should you be caught dead, Fuentes said about Applebee's. Go to a different restaurant, a local restaurant. No Applebee's, no Red Lobster. That is commonly known as black fare. And you also shared another story about your family and restaurants. It said, before me and my sister were born, my family had a saying about Olive Garden that contains the N-word that we're not allowed to say. So my question, based on that anecdote that you say on your own podcast, is do you think you grew up in a racist environment, that your father was inherently racist, and that thought process moved to you?
Well, I would say it's a new low. I've been attacked for being a racist many times, but to attack my father, to attack my parents based on anecdotes, I would say that's sort of a new low.
Hang on, it's your anecdote.
Yeah, but he's not here to defend himself.
You are.
And my parents are.
You told the story.
And I will. And I'll
I'm not trying to ambush you. As I said at the start, Nick, to be clear.
No, it's not an ambush.
Nick, to be clear,
I think
I'm
everybody
not
understands.
ambushing you. I'm literally reading an anecdote that you revealed on your podcast.
No.
The story, I'm just curious. So when you told that anecdote, which clearly on the face of it is racist, right? You're basically saying your father made racist decisions about where you would go as a family to eat. Are you saying,
No.
I'm just going to ask you a question.
What?
Are you saying that when you told that story, you didn't mean to infer that he was racist? And do you understand why when somebody like me reads that anecdote for the first time, as I did this week, I reach a different conclusion?
Well, I understand what you're doing, which is a sort of making of a murderer. How did he become racist? Well, his father didn't eat at Olive Garden because he said that's not real Italian food. Hang on, can I? What's with the interruptions? Can I explain?
Literally remind.
And that's exactly. Like, y'all just seen him. Y'all just seen him on this show acting tough. Like, yeah, he asked me a question, I answered it. He asked me a question, I stood by it. No, you didn't. You got defensive. Bro, you got defensive. I'll say it for you, or for Piers. I think your daddy's a bigot. Sorry. I think your daddy, given that he had you, yes, you, this Mexican, or half Mexican, whatever you was, he thought he was better than them niggas at Applebee's. He did. He did. He probably thought he had his little white wife and his little white babies, and they ain't not about to go into nobody's Applebee's with them niggas. He even taught y'all the word. So Piers literally trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, Is that a product of your environment that you're such a fucking bigot? Did you get those traits from Pops? Wink, wink. Can we like save your reputation and be like, hey, man, this is probably some shit, some behavior that he's willing to unlearn? No. Leave my daddy out of this. Nigga, your daddy free game, bro. Your daddy free game. Sorry. He thought he was the shit. Calling us niggas driving past an Olive Garden like them niggas. Oh, yeah. Get his ass, Piers.
Reminding you of something you said on your show, which led me to conclude a certain thing. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, it was said in jest as a humorous anecdote, and now you're trying to spin it into a narrative, which is his parents are racist. He comes from a long line of racists.
They were.
And I think everybody knows our parents.
His mama, she probably like Maskins. Personally, that's what I think.
My parents are boomers. Mm-hmm. And these people come. Well, you're a boomer, I guess, too, in a way,
60.
right? You were born in
60.
19? Yeah, so you're a boomer also. Or maybe you're a Gen Xer. I suppose it's sort of on the cusp. But it's a humorous anecdote. These are kind of the attitudes of baby boomers in society. But you're trying to spin it into a narrative, which is you're a product of your environment. Your dad's racist because of this joke. Now you're a racist. And I don't think that's a fair characterization.
Okay.
But how is it a lie? That would be my question. How is it a lie? He literally told everybody that his daddy did what he did with his sister and his mom as they drove past these restaurants because of these black people. Why would you? You could have let that be a family thing. You have millions of followers. They did not have to hear that anecdote. They didn't. You wanted them to hear it, Nick. Come on, Mr. High IQ community. Like that's what you want. You wanted them to know that this nigger hater been like this since the baby. My daddy even. But we used to drive past Applebee's because of all them niggers. I swear, bro. Y'all from Chicago, but I swear y'all wish y'all would. I know y'all. Your daddy. I ain't got nothing to say about him. You right. I'm gonna leave him alone. But I can tell him picking your mama and saying what he said about brothers and you being who you are today. Your daddy was a piece of work. Yes.
I'm willing to be a little well, I guess you're willing to be provocative, but I'm willing to be very provocative, and I'm a free thinker, and I don't like to be tone policed. I don't like to be told about, people are going to tone police and play moral cop about you can't make this joke or you can't make this statement. And I think that's just about being intellectually open. I'm a believer in openness, and I like ideas.
I completely agree.
Am I tripping? Question. Are we free and open to talk about your daddy? No? Okay. Just making sure.
I think you should be perfectly free to express yourself exactly how you see fit. My problem is how you see fit with some of the things that you say. And we've been through a lot of them.
You're free to be a dumbass. It's just that you're a dumbass.
Will have been shocked in parts and surprised in other parts. But in totality, they can see you for what you are. I think we've got a lot nearer to what the real Nick Fuentes is in the last 2 hours than we probably have seen from your other recent interviews. Would you agree?
No, I mean, the clip thing, we've done the clip thing. We've all seen the clip show. Everyone's seen the clips. You think you're the first one to do the ADL rap sheet. So here you said this, and then here you said that. I've been playing that game for 10 years. So this is honestly more of the same, to tell you the truth.
Nick Fuentes, I appreciate you coming on Uncensored. Thank you very much.
He played the clip game where people play clips about the things he said in the past. And they want to know if, hey, today, do you stand by the things you said in the past? Nick, did you get at them like that when they asked you questions? Did you get mad when everyone else who did the clip thing with you? Did you get mad when they did the clip thing with you? No. Did you? Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't there. But Nick, Captain Obvious. That's how interviews go. Like, the fuck? Piers just said it. He literally told your stupid ass he don't fuck with you, nigga. He don't know who the fuck you are. He could care less about you. But he read this week that you said that your daddy said, bro, that's how interviews work. Come on, man. I'm nobody. Nobody knows shit about me. But if I had an interview tomorrow, they'd probably be like, oh, Ray, I seen on X you said yesterday. That's how shit works, stupid. Bro, what's going on with this dude? Look at his hair. It got that. That shit looks too soft. Like he been licking 9-volt batteries or something, bro. He look like a little teddy bear or something. It's like one of them hats with the little tail, with the little squirrel tail, the little thing on the earmuffs. That's what it looked like, one of them hats. Did we hear this one?
I do.
One of them.
And I'm tired of pretending he's not.
Yeah, we heard this one. Nick Fuentes as Piers Morgan is Hispanic a race?
Hispanic. Of course, it's a race. Of course, it's.
Okay.
What race is Hispanic? Is that a race?
Well, what do you think it is?
I'm asking you. What race is Hispanic?
Hispanic. Of course, it's a race. It's called Hispanic.
It's a mix between two races. It's a mix between indigenous Americans
It's not white,
and
though,
Europeans.
is it? It's not white.
Well, you're more of a racial purist than me. You got like a
Not
one
really.
drop
You just
rule
keep
thing
saying you
going.
only want to
Kind
live in
of.
a white neighborhood, but you're literally from a mixed race background yourself. You've literally
and I
got
live in
Mexican blood.
I know, and I live in a non-white neighborhood too. I'm trying to get out of here, though. I'm trying to get out. But here's the thing.
Do you have any non-white friends? Genuine question.
Most of my friends are non-white. Most of my friends are not, and non-white people love my show because they respect the honesty.
How many of your friends are black?
Many of them, like at least a dozen.
Wow.
Ye being one who
Yeah.
you know, Sneeko being another who you also know.
Yeah. So how do they feel when you say you just?
Sneeko is not black, bro. Please. Don't use Sneeko as your black friend. Please. That nigga is not no nigga. If anything, he like you, bro. Like Hispanic. I think he like Puerto Rican and some shit, and like Dominican and some shit. He not black, bro. Don't ever afford that shit to Sneeko, bro. Fuck is wrong with you?
Away from any black people. Walk away from them.
Well, you know what Ye told me? I'll tell you
Oh, yeah, we heard that. Yeah. Sneeko and Ye is his black friend, but he don't want to be around no black folks. It doesn't make sense, you guys.
Yes,
I think we've been seeing the rise and fall of Nick Fuentes.
and I'm tired of pretending he's not.
I think we just witnessed the rise and fall of Nick Fuentes.
And blacks. Let's just take a listen.
They're always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is not rigorous intellectually. This is very, this is
Just a statement of
tabloid
fact.
theology. Okay. But it's fine. Where were we? We were talking about Trump and somehow we got into
Trump.
you're
Look,
white
on
knighting for
on-
women's rights.
On Trump, well, I think women should have the same rights as you and I. You don't. That's fine.
Put on the pink hat, bro. Put on the pink hat. We're waiting.
What's the pink hat for?
For the march, for the women's march. Are we going to see you at the women's march protesting for women's rights and all that?
I think women should have equal rights to men. Period.
You carry tampons in case your female friends get a period or something? Like, it's crazy.
I'd have no problem. I'd have no problem
diabolical.
giving a female friend a tampon, would you? Have you ever? I don't suppose you've ever seen a tampon, have you?
Gross. Absolutely.
Oh man, like I don't know. People, people really think like that. You gonna put on a pink hat for a fucking women's march and have a tampon in your fanny pack for your homegirl just in case she start like. What is it? Where does that come from, Nick? Where does that shit come from, bro? You have to be miserable. You gotta be miserable, bro.
Enough white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry. You know, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, my spill.
Has to say about Adolf Hitler. Now, what do you mean by Hitler is very fucking cool?
I think we got the gist. I think we got the gist of it. We know exactly who Nikki is. Nazi lover misogynist Nick Fuentes tells Piers Morgan that he's still a virgin at 27 years old. So that was the one that everybody was harping on, the fact that he is still a virgin. It's impossible to dislike Nick Fuentes. Yeah, okay, the Piers interview clips are the funniest thing to hit the internet in a while. And just double down on everything he says, never even backs down or tries to justify himself. Even if I didn't agree with him, I'd be forced to respect it. Yeah. Just because somebody call you a dumbass and you get on there and you say, well, I'm a dumbass because, and you have excuses for it, it doesn't mean that you're less of a dumbass, bro. No. You're still a dumbass. He is. Oh, shit. We mostly ceased to be racist for 80 years, and now we as white people are being subject to the largest genocide in human history. Who's telling these white people that they are being genocided against? Please tell me. Who is? Let me know. Because I love y'all too. But I don't want to see y'all go. Who the fuck is threatening y'all? Please tell me. Piers Morgan pressed Nick Fuentes about Hitler jokes. We heard that. Let's see. Nick Fuentes says women are very difficult to be around. Shouldn't be allowed to vote. Yup. Piers Morgan. Are you joking? Or do you actually think that Hitler was very fucking cool? We heard that one. Shout out to Piers Morgan for bringing Nick Fuentes on his show to play all of his best clips and giving us a live commentary. Yeah, it was actually entertaining. Like I said, it wasn't boring, right? Like the other guy just said, you got to give him credit for tripling down, right? Even if you a bigot, you could triple down on it. You didn't come on here and, lose your core fan base. Like, all of it's a joke. I love black people. No, I don't mean this. No, I don't mean that. He didn't do that. He actually been like, oh, yeah, I said it. And what? So, credit. But still a dumbass, nigga. Wait, you really think you won? Excuse me. You think you made him look bad? Not a chance. Calling him a racist and attacking his father was as low as I've seen in a long time. The only person held to account in all this was you. Well, I disagree. Personally, I think there was some key points where Nick Fuentes got a joke out that may have seemed like a rebuttal, right? Some kind of substantive response, right? But it was more theatrical. It had no substance behind it. It just made you laugh. It's like, So you kind of interpret it as a gotcha, a point on his side. But he was still stupid. He still got his ass handed to him, and we all found out that he was gay. So It is what it is. Nick Fuentes is gaining traction and popularity because of the I said that. I don't know that word. Alligators and boomers. Never seen that word in my life. Nick Fuentes is claiming he won. He did not. Hold on, because this is gonna be the fun one. Because there's gonna be people that say Nick won. Okay, are these grapers? And even that, what the hell is a graper? I don't know. I don't think I got your moments panned out well for him. No, he absolutely won, hands down. Piers just got pro clutch. Okay. Hold on. Says my takeaway. God damn, take that away. My takeaway is a poor bastard can't get laid. Exactly. That was my takeaway. She said I've been with more girls than Nick. I guess it depends whether you're a Nazi or not. So yeah, that was the interview. The interview was it was funny. I think it was entertaining. I can get two fucks about them, so fuck them. Yep. But do y'all think this is going to elevate or hurt his movement? Because you never know. You never know. You may have a group of young males who still can't get none, who still needs that following, right? They need somebody to teach them how to be a man. And maybe they're going to gravitate towards Nick because they perceive his so-called gotcha moments as strength. When we real men know that it's not. It's not. But if that's the generation that's coming up, then they're going to have a hard time with the children I'm raising. Because I'm raising men. And they are not about to be out here talking and thinking like these grapers. No. And I actually feel bad. I actually feel bad for them. You know, I do kind of want to, I would love to have a conversation with Nick. Because a lot of people have this perceived image of what masculinity is. Like, they don't think it's a thing. They think it's this. They think it's that. It's just a social construct that nobody really cares about. But when it comes down to people like Nick, the no pussy getting men, how do you see yourself on the masculinity scale? You know what I mean? How are you under pressure? What about supporting your family? Financially, you probably got it. Physically, can you do it? How many push-ups can you hit? Can you do some pull-ups? Are you familiar with any kind of construction? Can you build shelter? These are things that actual boys coming up should know. And if you don't know any of these things, then Nick, I don't think you should be the leader. No. So yes, I hope this was the fall of Nick Fuentes. I don't know. Fuck am I? But hey, I'm here for it. It was very entertaining, and I hope that they get another one. Do a panel with this nigga. Let somebody else question them. Hey, bring me on there. I would love to talk to y'all. Oh shit, let me talk to Nick. Boy, I would love it. But that's my show. I love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified anytime I go live. I love y'all. I am out of here.